to an extent, I'm not gonna say blanket, but like I feel like matchup experience is like not quite the reason it used to be.
Yeah, I mean that makes more sense. I think that makes more sense.
I think particularly with characters like these, don't get me wrong, like if I rock up against Jacka, I'm blaming matchup experience every day of the damn week. But certainly,
no one knows about.
but certainly, and this is winners quarters finals of the pool. So these two have already made a little run in winners, and they're both going to be looking to continue it. And oh my goodness.
Big start from Cesco, getting 46% straight off the bat, and MVL trying to get something of his own, put him on the ledge, seeing what he can do to Cesco.
Yeah, we can just see it already, just both these players. You know, very, very aggressive gameplay. So far, we are seeing Cesco in particular already showing a nice little bit of movement there with the pop gun cancels.
I mean, I feel like the better you get as Diddy, you kind of want to work on your movement because you want to be slippery. You want to be able to get the banana safely. And a really abused banana just like that, getting the banana F smash. So yeah, really good start on Cesco. I think he started this game off really well. That 46% opening gambit really helping him.
Yeah, and we can see once again the up B at Shield coming out from Cloud. It is an option that we've already seen MVL go for a couple of times. Don't get me wrong, absolutely ridiculous as a Shield option. But again, it is something that if you're ready and you bait it out, it can be very, very punishable, particularly if you've got a Diddy Kong with banana in hand. So I do want to see how Cesco begins to adapt to that if he needs to, and if not, whether, you know, it's going to work out for MVL or whether it's going to take sort of quite meaty punishes. Because particularly at those early percents, Diddy can rack on so much damage.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about on Cesco's side, but I think in MVL's side, in this case, I want to see how he deals with using banana himself. Because I feel like Cloud can get a lot of banana, especially with Yacht Smash as well. She's got a lot of options, especially with the big disjoint to kind of keep Cesco at bay as well. You really want to abuse that on shield on Diddy. You know, you want to keep him locked down. Because if you just let him fly around the stage, pop gun cancelling everywhere, he's going to have a great time.
And managing to catch the banana and then take the stock to boot with the dash attack. And here we go. The cross slash does so much damage. And even if the first hit hits shield, it's one of those moves where you've got to be almost ready to punish it. It's not one of those things where you can react and then punish. You've got to, and in particular, that mix-up that you can do where you can do either the 2 hits or the full 5. It's such a... On paper, it's an easy move to punish, but in practice, it's so much harder because of the mix-ups. And oh my god, MVL, you're insane. Just getting that forward air into the finishing touch, and suddenly the momentum of the set has just entirely turned around.
Yeah, what actually happened? Cesco started game 1 so comfortably, and now, like you said, MVL turned it on its head.
He just... That's the scary part as well, because that's also something that... I feel like finishing touch is one of those moves which is beginning to come back into the limelight again.
Right.
I feel like right at the start, everybody was talking about Blade Beam, and then obviously Limit Cross Slash has always been good, even though it was a little bit nerfed from the previous game, so I feel like people forgot. But I feel like finishing touch in particular has started to really, really come back. And it's such a scary option as well, because Cloud's like, you don't think of Cloud as killing at 50%. And so when it does happen, you're like, oh god, Cloud can do that. Oh no, never mind. Ooh, and a lovely catch with the Blade Beam into the forward tilt. And once again, another aggressive forward air from ledge from Cesco. I really, really like the option. One of those things where I feel as if MVL isn't going to be covering that, and the Blade Beam, yeah, just about.
Yeah, I feel like towards the end of the game, the finishing touch really set the momentum pace. I feel like Cesco kind of lost like their momentum as the game went on. Towards the end of it, they got neutral beat all off the side. I feel like they were approaching way too much. Got a little bit anxious, and like I said, the side B habit kind of came out a bit more than expected. Right? They were kind of flipping more and more, and MVL was kind of just standing back, punishing when he could.
Yeah, and I think it's hard when you've got such a strong option in your toolkit. It's so easy to almost make a habit of using it, and it's one of those things where against any Diddy Kong that you come across, it's going to be something that you're looking out for. It's one of those main tools that you almost can base part of your game plan around. And so when Cesco begins to start doing it, MVL's like, right, okay, caught that. It's when you're panicking.
Right.
And so it's going to be down to Cesco to almost, even though he had a strong game 1 and let it slip away, he's really got to make a point of just, you know, cooling it down, you know, getting that discipline back to make sure that habit is not there and exploited.
Yeah, and I do feel like Cesco's maybe still a little bit like antsy right now as well. The side Bs are coming out just a bit more. I get why though, because you do want to punish obviously Cloud. I feel like Cloud's main game plan is to swing these aerials, and that can be quite daunting. But with any type of swordy, that archetype, they don't usually have multi-hits, so they can kind of be easier to parry. But instead of that, Cesco's kind of gone on the offensive and just going for the side Bs. That's not really working out
Oh
because the finishing touch yet again getting a second one. MVL comfy right now.
And Cesco was shaking his head in the player cam as well. I think he's beginning, and we've seen another head shake there. I do think we're seeing little elements of tilt here, and that's a really, really scary thing when you got to try and get yourself back into this game. Maybe you got that little bit of pressure of being on stream as well. And the thing is that, you know, we've already seen those signs of life from Cesco. It's not as if he can't do it. And like, you know, we were talking a little bit earlier on about how he is able to, you know, like he's had a real good showing against some very, very impressive people.
Yeah.
It's just you've got to be able to hold that. And even then, the up smash was a little bit optimistic and another one to boot.
Yeah, I feel like things are starting to fall out of place for Cesco more and more. And I feel like MVL is just banking on this as the game goes on. The limit's nearly charged as well, so you might get another finishing touch for the three-peat. But, you know, Cesco not going for the confirms, gets the back air, though, needs to show some signs of life. Yeah, immediately grabbed them. Damn.
Just
reads the jump too.
Yeah, nearly died off the side. I really like that aggressive option from Cesco. That's something that we hadn't seen, just the up B straight onto stage and another monkey flip managing to work out. I'm really enjoying these blade beams because if Diddy Kong tries to sort of jump in,
yeah,
the blade beam's either going to stop Diddy directly or it gives, there's almost like the hit lag is enough where MVL can react.
Yeah.
And, you know, either dash away or throw out another hitbox. But we are seeing an entire stock lead here for MVL. However, he's got to get back down to the stage and just about manages it with that air dodge. And Limit is here as well. And another monkey flip to boot.
And now Cesco's showing some really good patience. Plucking the banana when he senses that MVL's going to choose an aggressive option and just waits it out. Gets the banana in hand, and it's very beneficial for him. Hasn't taken too much damage ever since he lost the other stock, so working very well. Just needs to find something, though.
Yeah, we can see Cesco just really electing to keep hold of center stage, getting caught by that cross slash. And we're going to see, can he get anything started? Anticipating the drift to the left, but MVL very smartly air dodging to the right-hand platform.
Oh,
and it's now got Cesco. Yeah, you can smell it. Every cloud off stage.
Look at him. Look at him.
Oh, my God. And nearly got the limit cross slash as well. And Cesco finally getting the up smash on the up B. That's a really, really scary option from Cloud. It just goes to show, like, the proficiency that Cesco's got in the match.
I just want to say, I would never in my life ever attempt to anti-air up B. Because I would be too scared of being dragged down. So, you know, hats off to Cesco for getting that side B. And again, the signs of life are definitely showing right now. They're absolutely being broadcasted. Cesco doing a great job of getting back into this game, but it might be too late. And again, I talked about it, the banana up smash. I talked about Cloud being able to abuse the banana for his own good.
And I was going to say, and the one time that it really, really mattered was the set ending moment as well. Excellent stuff to MVL for that, you know, just real proficiency and really taking advantage of those, like, very few, but, like, really